Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers recap for Monday, June 10th, reveals that John Finnegan kept calling Hope Logan's name and eventually snapped her out of her make-a-chul session fantasy. Finn ultimately wondered if Hope was feeling each right. So she said she didn't anticipate to feel this way and added that she didn't see it coming. Since Finn assumed Hope was talking about her migraine, he went into croaker mode again and wanted to help her. Finn noticed Hope looked flushed and checked to see if she had a fever. After Finn asked if Hope was anxious, he pushed her to describe exactly how she was feeling. Hope ultimately made a speech about Liam Spencer being a good man who wasn't always true. Also, there was Thomas Forrester, who was true but wasn't always a good man. Finn tutored Hope that the whole package could live since he was so devoted to Steffi Forrester and his family. After Finn assured Hope that there were other guys like him out there, he suggested about perhaps setting her up with one of his work associates. At the Precipice house, Steffi vented to Liam about Hope encouraging Finn to bond with Sheila Sharp and complained about Hope spending so important time with her hubby. Back at Forrester Creations, Hope took Finn's hands to let him know she appreciated his support. Suddenly, Steffi appeared and demanded to know what she just walked by on. In the design office, Katie Logan was detracted during a business meeting with Carter Walton, so she eventually explained the story of Bill Spencer chancing out Luna Nozawa was his long-misplaced son. Once Carter got over the shock, he quizzed Katie about how she felt about all this. Katie refocused out that Bill could do whatever he wanted with Poppy Nozawa and mentioned that Carter was her last relationship. As for Luna, Katie wasn't sure how to feel about Will Spencer, last played by Finnegan George, having another stalk. Carter sounded more interested in figuring out how Katie felt about Bill having another baby ma. Coming on Monday's B&B occasion, Luna and Poppy settled into the manse as Bill claimed it was their home now. Poppy assured Bill that they decontribute since they were spongers, but Bill claimed their presence there was further than enough. After Luna called Bill Dad for the first time, he hugged her and decided she should meet one of her sisters. Bill summoned Liam, who shook hands with both Poppy and Luna as Bill introduced them. Bill said they de-verified that Luna was in fact Liam's half-family, so Liam looked blown down as their father offered updates on that huge news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Bill's vaticination about Luna getting on with her sisters may not work out as well as he hopes down the road. In the Forrester services, Hope and Finn passionately kiss. Finn calls out to her, and she snaps out of it. It was all a fantasy in Hope's head. Hope asks what he was saying again. He says he was telling her how important he respects her, and she embodies the name of her line, Hope for the future. Hope thanks him for being so awful again about her migraine. He asks if it's getting worse as she looks a little flush. Hope says it's nothing, but he asks her to be honest with him. He feels her forepart, but she doesn't have a fever, still her cheeks are red. He says whatever is ailing her, she can entrust in him. He asks Hope to tell him exactly how she's feeling. In Carter's office, he's trying to talk business and figures with Katie, but she's not each there. He sees this and says she can talk to him. Katie says she's trying to wrap her mind around commodity to do with Bill. Katie reveals that Bill has a son, and fills him in on the whole story without names. Carter calls this a trip. Katie says Bill's son is someone he sees every day. It's Luna. He can't believe it. Katie says what's odd is that Liam and Wyatt came into Bill's life around the same age as Luna is now, and Will is the only child he's known since birth. Carter asks how she feels about Poppy. Katie says she raised a awful son, and she and Bill haven't been a couple in a long time, so she doesn't get to have an opinion about what he does. Carter still wants to know how she feels about Bill having a son with Poppy. Katie admits she's not really sure yet, and she's trying to figure out how she should feel. Carter says there's no primer for this kind of thing. Katie says it doesn't affect her life, but she has to figure out how she feels about Will having another stalk. Carter adds, and Bill having another baby mammy. At the Precipice house, Liam tells Steffi that he doesn't suppose Hope is trying to produce problems for her and Finn. Steffi isn't so sure, but asks if he really thinks she has nothing to worry about. Liam pauses, and Steffi says Hope needs to stop making defenses for Sheila. She also says Finn's feelings about Sheila are mixed up as is, and now Hope is pushing for them to have a relationship. She says the last thing she needs is Hope spending time with her hubby. She thinks Hope is trying to get under her skin, but Liam says Deacon is Hope's father, and Sheila Finn's mama, and that's it. Steffi just wants Hope to back off. At Bill's place, he, Luna, and Poppy celebrate that they're eventually a real family. Bill says his house is theirs now, and Poppy can't believe this is their new life. Bill knows this is passing snappily, but Luna wants to witness all the father-son moments she missed out on. Bill hugs her after she calls him Pater. Poppy insists they will contribute as they are ant spongers. She tells Bill how thankful she's to end up with a man like him, and no way imagined she'd be living in a place like this. Bill takes them on a stint of the place and also decides it's time for Luna to meet one of her sisters. Back at the Cliff House, Liam gets a textbook from his pater, summoning him to the house, saying it's important. Steffi says it's forfeiture that he goes. Liam asks her to just stop getting worried over Hope. Steffi reflections that Hope spending so important time with her hubby is getting on her jitters. Back at Bill's, Poppy tells Luna she's not an only child presently. Bill promises that all her sisters will love her. Liam arrives, and Bill introduces him to Poppy and Luna, and Liam says he's heard so much about them. Bill reveals they've verified that Luna is son, making her his half-family. Liam is at a loss for words. Back at Forrester, Hope says it's hard to put into words what she's feeling. She explains she was in love with Liam up most of her life, but he always had one eye on Steffi. Also she got involved with Thomas, indeed though he hurt her in the history, but at least he was completely devoted to her. She says also she met him, and he really is the stylish of Liam and Thomas, the whole package. She says she'd like commodity like that for herself. Finn says he's sure she'll find a great Joe, and she deserves someone who excites her and makes her feel appreciated. She thanks him and says she appreciates him and his understanding. She takes his hand while saying this, and Steffi enters and demands Hope tell her what she just walked by on. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of June 10, 2024, are in. Suckers can anticipate Hope Logan to get passionate with John Finnegan. Is it real or just a dream, however? Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester Finnegan reflections to Brooke Logan about Hope and Finn's bond. There will also be poking from Katie Logan regarding Bill Spencer's new family with Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the CBS Cleaner pieces. Hope Logan's Passion B&B spoilers for the week of June 10 reveal that Hope has been featuring about Finn. It seems Finn's hands are magical. After another headache and massage, Hope can't stop daydreaming about the good croaker. In an exercise clip, Hope informs Finn that she can't stop allowing about him. Hope kisses Finn, also backs down suddenly. Hope waits anxiously to see how Finn will reply. At first, I was sure that Finn would stop Hope's kissing. I allowed that Finn would say it's wrong or gently push Hope down. Rather, Finn actually kisses Hope back. Hope proceeds to rip off Finn's clothes. So, I'm taking a conjecture that this is another one of Hope's wild fantasies. Steffi Forrester Finnegan explodes during the week of June 10. Steffi will continue to fret about Finn. Right now, it's actually not Sheila Carter that's causing issues. Of course, Steffi will ever be bothered about Sheila, but that's not her focus this week. Right now, Steffi thinks Hope is a major trouble. Steffi was frustrated by Ridge Forrester siding with Hope about the fashion line. Brooke Logan's Dilemma. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of June 10 reveal that Brooke will be in another delicate situation at Forrester Creations. Brooke is used to Steffi affronting Hope.